Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be doing, I guess, kind of an update to the whole Dream situation, right? Because, as I said in my last video, kind of talking about this whole thing, right? Dream has been going on Twitter and basically just debating with, it seems like anyone and everyone except for people who are asking him to actually address the allegations of grooming minors and whatnot. So, Dream has gotten into, I guess the only way I can really put it is like an internet feud slash like band for band argument almost with this Nicolas Cantu dude who was a voice actor in The Amazing World of Gumball. I guess they're trying to have a who is the worst person on the internet off. I don't know. They're like trying to break each other down and expose each other. So honestly, just an insane situation after everything we've already kind of seen. And before we even get into this video, I want to point out that these kinds of examples right here are exactly why I do my best to avoid like going to hang out with YouTubers in real life, like going to LA or VidCon or whatever, right? Because all of the people that you see online, I guess even probably myself to a certain extent, it's all just a bunch of bullshit, man. Like, you don't really know these people. You're not really fucking friends with them like that in most instances. You don't really know who they are in private, right? There are some legitimate scumbags out there in the creator community, right? And for me, I stay away from it because I just want to make YouTube videos, bro. I don't feel like going to parties with YouTubers and shit. I don't know, man. I'll just do that at home, you know? So just a little quick point. So basically, Dream and this Nicolas Cantu have been going back and forward, and it's been bad, right? Because for Nicolas Cantu, at least, this video got leaked by Dream, where he is just, I don't even really know how to adequately describe this video. I mean, this is, it's homophobic, I guess, anti-Semitic, maybe a word for it, wild, egotistical, I really don't know. It's almost like hearing a Kanye West interview clip, actually, man. I mean, you could take all of the audio from this video, bro, and you could overlap it with like a Kanye West vocal AI, and bro, you could make a very convincing clip that this was actually a Kanye West quote. That's how crazy it is. So, this Nicolas Cantu dude who, like I said, he's most known for being a voice actor in Gumball. I mean, if you ask him, apparently he's like Jesus or Moses or Leonardo da Vinci or something, but I mean, this video has been brought out by Dream that just kind of throws everything on its head, right? So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that first, because really that's kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. The moment this video came out, I knew I had to talk about this, but to give you guys a little bit of context here, I guess, so in the video you're about to take a look at here, Nicolas Cantu is, I believe, 20 years old, okay? This supposedly, according to Dream, happened like 2 or 3 months ago. This Nicolas Cantu, who, like I just said, is like 20 years old, is actually drunk, so he's been underage drinking, which, to me, it's not the worst crime in the world, but I mean, it's definitely not something to idolize or be happy about. And they're in, I guess, like an Uber, and this Nicolas Cantu dude just goes on a fucking tirade, man. And I guess he asked everyone to, like, record him doing all this because he was, like, owning people or whatever. But yeah, I guess Dream or whoever else was in the car as well started recording from the backseat of this Uber, and it gets wild, man. Go ahead and take a look.
They're gonna arrest your ass.
Yeah, of course.
Right? When he came back, what was the first thing he told you? He got out.
He said, listen,
he said, if you get out, I'm a what? God, I was trying to tell you that before you even started talking to him.
Yeah, before I tell you.
Listen to somebody who has experience in life. If I'm putting you on game, right?
Yeah.
See, you still
No,
I'm not going.
So you're asking why
I'm not going because you're manipulating. The same thing you say you not want to do or you went through, you're doing the exact same shit. And you're using all these bullshit excuses of why you're still fucking up. So you're the type of person, you're gonna have to bump your fucking head for you to learn. So when somebody who is older than you,
I want to tell you right now, you are Australopithecus Cro-Magnon rock fucking stupid. You're retarded. You're fucking Down syndrome. I don't give a fuck. You do not understand that your literacy level needs to be brought up from the fucking Mariana Trench, and you have a fucking issue with your intelligence. When the bites come, or the ants come at me, it'll take 10,000, 100,000 of them to take me down. So that's how minuscule you are to my size, right? My stature of intelligence, character, body, and reverence in the world. 1K is better for this pussy who doesn't want to give away his millions. Are you Jewish? No, man, because I'm gonna do movies, stand-up comedy, everything, all the shit. Music, whatever the fuck, e-commerce. You don't understand that you're talking to, like, a Michelangelo of my time. Right? Like, I'm a genius, Albert Einstein level history bookmaker. You're gonna be forgotten like the dust in the sand when you're in the fucking Sahara and there's a statue erected in gold. So understand. I am like this because ADHD, autism, neurodivergent.
I have ADHD as well.
Right, but because you said that's what the mask is, I think you're a all right? So that's why. You're really cool, Dream. I still want to fight you. And all of the shit that's happened tonight, it's not gonna make it a fucking like brutal marauder. I'm not gonna be a brutal marauder. I'm gonna like literally like either you're gonna be paralyzed or you're gonna be dead. Like, I'm serious.
Okay, man. Can you fight?
Oh, of course, yeah.
I apologize. Oh no, I'm good.
I know, and I'm sorry for
I met him
Dream as well.
tonight.
But yeah, you can end the video now. Thanks for watching. Cantu Network on all socials. Tune your sets.
I mean, man, I don't even know really what to say. Like I said, this is just, this is one of those clips that you hear somebody say it and you gotta be like, man, is this irony? Like, is he joking? Is he being serious? Now, the problem is, no, he's being dead serious. Like, this is for real. He's drunk or high or whatever. He's intoxicated in some way. And I guess he just goes on this rant about, you know, how apparently Dream might be Jewish. I don't know. About how this dude is like fucking Michelangelo of his time. You know, he's a savant. Jesus himself gave him the paintbrush in hand to be a creator. I don't know. Like, this dude thinks he's the Wolf of Wall Street or something, bro. Like, he's gonna fucking run a stock empire. He's gonna be the greatest painter who's ever lived. He's gonna drop an album better than Cardi. I don't know. Apparently he's just the greatest to ever do it, man. You let somebody fucking voice acting Gumball for a couple years and look at the outcome you get, man. So, I mean, let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. Nothing that dude said in this video was really too justifiable, right? I mean, he's just going kind of berserk. I mean, he is intoxicated or whatever. I don't know. I don't typically really use that as an excuse, man. I know people like to, oh, well, I was drunk. I didn't know what I was saying. Dude, if you can't control yourself when you're consuming alcohol or really whatever it is, man, the consequences still come back on you, okay? Like, you're 20 years old, you're not supposed to be drinking anyway, technically, and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like underage drinking is like some brand new thing that nobody in the world would fucking do, right? But, I mean, if you're 20 years old, you're some sort of fucking savant or whatever, right? You think you're the GOAT. Maybe let's not sit around and get shit-faced and, like, say things like this. So, I don't know, Dream, like, released this video, because him and this Nicolas Cantu dude were arguing on Twitter, primarily about the, like, Dream grooming allegations and all the other wild shit that's going on in this whole clusterfuck, but Dream ended up posting this after several months, right, okay? And his justification for this whole thing, I guess, is that this Cantu dude apologized, like, the next day in private, you know, said he was sorry for everything that happened, and then, you know, he got on Twitter all this time later and was acting, you know, completely different, you know, he was acting as if that never happened, like he was some sort of good dude or whatever, and so Dream went and got this video he didn't record and dropped it for the TL to see or whatever, so it would just like bring this all back up and expose this dude for being a liar. Really, the whole situation's a mess. But yeah, now that Dream, I guess, has distracted everybody from the grooming allegations with this whole beef, right? You know, his fans are eating it up, though. Dream fans are acting like him dropping this video somehow just completely fucking vindicates Dream, makes him some innocent dude who would never harm a fly, or I should say, would never groom a fly. You know, he's just the greatest person who's ever lived. He might even walk on water if he really tried to. Now, I'm gonna say something that might be controversial. I really don't give a fuck, TBH, but Dream is not a good guy, okay? And this video proves it. So one thing, like, this is what people don't really talk about this whole clip, right? Is Dream or whoever held on to this video for several months, right? Now, this Cantu dude apologized to him, and I'm not here to say, like, this Cantu dude should just be let off the hook or whatever, like, oh, look at what they did, right? Because, like, what he said was wild. But Dream and his boys apparently held on to this clip for however long, 2 months, whatever, right? For the opportune time to release this and, you know, drop this on this fucking dude, right? Now, Dream's trying to paint it as a, like, oh, well, I let the situation go, but then bro came back at me online and lied, so I had to drop this. Like, it's crazy because Dream, the entire time that bro was sitting here doing all this shit, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't fucking stand up and, like, make a big fucking scene out of it, right? Like, he didn't call dude out for any of this, right? He just sat there and took the brunt of it, you know, just sat there and kind of got treated like a bitch. And, I mean, Maybe in that situation, he thought that was the best thing to do because the kid was drunk or whatever, and he didn't want to fucking antagonize him. This is also somebody who, according to the internet, has literally physically assaulted Dream in front of women at parties before and fucking injured him. So, I mean, I guess Dream just decided to put the mask back on and let dude do whatever, right? But it's kind of weird because if Dream, like, really stood on his morals like that, how come he just sat there and allowed it to happen and spent months just hiding it in the background until it was suddenly opportune to drop the fucking video to the timeline? Now he keeps acting like, oh, I didn't, there was nothing, you know, I didn't hide this video for any, you know, ulterior motive, man. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, Dream would never do that. Dream would never hold on to something like that and try and fucking have a one-up on somebody, man. All I'm saying is it's just convenient that video just now came out and all this shit just now came out, and Dream never said anything, never distanced himself anything publicly before any of this. Just now, all of a sudden, we're gonna bring it up when it's convenient. But keep in mind this whole time that he's dropping months-old video clips of 20-year-olds, like, saying ridiculous shit and ruining their reputation. He supposedly has this fucking treasure trove of evidence that he didn't groom anybody. He is supposedly working on this video that will clear his name, that will have proof that he's innocent, right? And keep in mind, he's got so much content that can prove that he's innocent, apparently, that he can make a whole video, and that's what he's doing. Yet, this entire time he's been dropping evidence for people being racist or ridiculous or whatever, right? He just magically can't drop even one small piece of evidence that he was innocent in this whole thing. Man, fuck it, I can spend all day arguing with people on Twitter and getting beat up by 20-year-old drunk kids in front of the hoes at parties. I can fucking spend 18 hours a day playing Minecraft speedruns and cheating and then lying about it, okay? But I can't spend 30 minutes making a Twitter post with like one or two pieces of evidence that I'm innocent that will just shut the whole fucking thing up, right, by the way? Like, if Dream would just drop this evidence that he's supposedly innocent in this whole grooming allegation shit, that would end like 80% of the conversation against him, because that's all I, or really most people who are sane, want. Dream fans don't give a fuck if he proves he's innocent because they'll believe anything he says. His, like, real haters and detractors, they're not gonna care regardless either. But the 80% of us who are like, hey dude, if you're not a groomer, prove it, right? Like, we're waiting, you know? And the longer he takes, the longer this keeps going, man, the worse it looks for him. And keep in mind, these are allegations that have existed for months. It's not like this guy just got this fucking thrown on him last Tuesday or something, right? This is something that's been going on. He's had time to drop this proof and to drop this video, but nah, man, he's been doing Minecraft speedruns and singing about that's what the mask is. That's what the point of his mask is. Because, you know, why would you prove that you're not a fucking actual groomer on the internet, okay? When you can argue with 20-year-olds whose best role in life was being the fucking voice of Gumball, okay? But of course, you know, we gotta argue with Cantu on Twitter, you know? And also, I just want to point out, Dream keeps, like, playing this fucking moral high ground, too, dude. Where, it's like, dude, everything he says is just bullshit. Like, this guy, if you look through his past, right? If you look at Dream's past, you know, right now he tries to act like he's such a clean image, nice guy. You know, he's so good, right? A couple years ago, this was the same guy making literal Ku Klux Klan fucking fan cams and was doom scrolling 4chan all day long, right? But hey, you know what now? All of a sudden, he's a great guy. You know, he's not racist, he's not homophobic, anything, man. Any Twitter opinion that you think is good, Dream has it, bro. He would never be that guy. All I know is that if I, like him, assaulted someone, admitted to it, said slurs on video to a service worker while belittling them, lied about tipping that person, and went on a narcissistic rant about how I'm above everyone, I'd be crucified. But okay, Twitter, green man bad instead. This is a grown man, by the way. This is like an actual adult who can vote and everything, and this is a grown fucking man. Alright, so he's like using slurs and whatnot to be on some high horse. Once again, guy who made fucking KKK fan cams is unironically complaining about slurs. Like, bro, 5 years ago, your favorite people in the world were the biggest racists in North America. And then, you know, now all of a sudden that you're a famous Minecraft YouTuber, bro, yeah, you'd never be a racist, right? You'd never say slurs. You'd never say anything stupid, right? He goes on about lying about tipping the Uber driver, which I guess this Noah Cantu dude did whatever. You know, he said he tipped this guy after the whole fucking meltdown, and I guess didn't, right? Which is worse, lying about tipping an Uber driver a bunch of money, or lying about Minecraft speedruns that everybody already knew about, you know? Like, literally going out of your way to just completely fucking lie about it over the course of months, basically. Yeah, which one is more embarrassing? Which one's more pathetic and pitiful as a grown adult? And then he went on a narcissistic rant, you know, which, yeah, the kid did, but dude, Dream's entire fucking personality at this point is him, like, shaming other people and trying to put himself on a pedestal. Like, did you see this guy, man? He called someone the F slur in a drunk video, man. Forget the KKK fan cams, bro, you know, forget all of my past. I'm better than everybody. Like, dude, just address the fucking grooming allegations, you know what I mean? You have all this time for Twitter, you have all this time for everything else, except those really dastardly little, really gnarly little grooming allegations on your name, buddy. Like, which one do you think should be talked about right now, okay? Now, again, I'm gonna go and get off Twitter and enjoy my life and hang with my friends and family and work on my video. None of this bullshit matters to people who go outside. Why haven't you already? I'm on the defense constantly against whatever this week's anti-Dream lie is. I just want to point out that 3 days ago, an article came out that said Dream admitted openly that before his face reveal, he only left his house 4 times in 3 fucking years. So yeah, the guy who was too scared to literally walk out his front door more than fucking 5 times in a almost half a decade period of time of his life, that's the guy who's talking about, oh, people who go outside, man, they don't care about stuff like this. You're only famous on the internet. You're famous for hiding your face. You're famous for fucking playing Minecraft. You're scared to leave your own home, okay? When you do, you're getting apparently beat up by 20-year-olds who are drunk at parties in front of women. And yet you're talking and shaming people for not going outside. Seriously, dude, like, the lack of self-awareness this guy has is fucking incredible. Like, it's magical. It might not even be a lack of self-awareness. He might actually just be this manipulative. He might actually just be this stupid. I don't know. Yeah, the guy who literally, he has gotten less sunlight in the last 3 to 4 years than a Guantanamo Bay prisoner. Yeah, he's the one talking to you about going outside. It's just, like, the whole situation, man. It's one of those things, right, where, like, neither person in this situation is really in the right, you know? Like, this Cantu kid, this gumball actor or whatever, he obviously has an ego that's way out of check. You know, he's a fucking lunatic. And, you know, he should have been drinking. You can make any argument you want for that. Fact of the matter is, apparently he had a fake ID or whatever. It's just one of those things, though, where, like, what he did doesn't make what Dream did okay. Or, like, makes Dream somehow vindicated or makes him a good person, and really anyway. Because that's not true. Like, this is the dude who, once again, I can't stress this enough. Instead of addressing the, like, actual grooming minors allegations, like, right now, he's letting that slow cook so he can argue on Twitter with people who have nothing to do with it. It's crazy. And his fans just continue to eat it up, man. So anyway, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Make sure to follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, being the Michelangelo of my time, and signing out.